The Highland Clearances of Scotland That Changed Scottish People's Lives Forever by Emmy. The Highland Clearances was a harsh time for Scottish people. They got kicked off the land, the landowners and police abused them, and everything they owned got burnt. People were forced off the land, so it was part of migration. How it started. The Highland Clearances of Scotland started in the 18th century and ended in the 19th century. People were forced off the land to make way for sheep farming, which became a success. Police and the landowners tortured and abused the people to get off the land. Tens of thousands of men, women and children moved away because of the forced migration and seeing dead people. They were forced out of valleys, lakes and rivers, and when they left, their houses got burnt. After that, they lived with poverty and hunger. How things changed. In 1745, lots of things changed for the Highlanders. The Highland landowners shared the land with the clansfolk because they thought that it would make more money. Lots of people got employed from overseas, and they did not need taxmen. When Sir John Sinclair became president, the ways they farmed changed. People called 1792 the year of the sheep. They might have called it that because of the sheep farms. The sheep made good wool and meat for people, and the sheep became more profitable. The farmers used to rely on crops to be fed, but they relied to be fed by sheep instead. Duke and Duchess of Sutherland. Elizabeth, who was the Duchess of Sutherland, was cruel to the Highlanders. Her husband was called George Livingstone Gower, who became the first Duke of Sutherland in 1832. They normally lived in London, and they rarely visited the Sutherland. Neither of them spoke Gaelic. The income for the Stanford estate brought in about £300,000. Emigrant ships. The Hector, which was the first ship to emigrant, sailed from Lochbroom in 1772 to Nova Scotia. It was owned by two men called Pagan and Witherspoon. At the first sail, it was free. 200 people were on board. On the way, they hit a storm. It took 14 days to get back where the storm started. A disease spread across the boat. It was called smallpox. 18 children died. In September 5th, 1773, they arrived. It took 11 weeks. Another ship called Brilliant came from Aberdeen on April 12, 1842. To get on the Brilliant, you would have to pay £6 to £8. While on the boat, you ate potatoes, turnips, and onions. The Brilliant was sailing for 28 years. It was 332 tons. After that, it was not so brilliant. Clearances of the Green Yards. In 1854, the Green Yards were cleared. Alexander Monroe, who was the landlord, was wanting to kick his tenants out. 2 notes were attempted to be given about being kicked off the land. It was mostly given to women who had children. On March 31st, the landlord came and cleared the Green Yards. The women who lived on the land gave a protest, and they claimed that the landlord said that they would not be kicked off the land. After some time, the women still protested, so police came and beated them. The women were beaten so bad that after a while, lots of them died. Some died as soon as they got beaten. The police would burn houses, beat people. What else would they do? The Parliament did not stop anything, but it was in the press, a lot. Now many, many years passed. The Highland Clearances of Scotland that changed Scottish people's lives forever, and it cannot be replaced. Let's hope that nothing like this will happen again.
Thank you.